So you want to know how to sell more books and get in major retailers like Barnes & Noble, Target, and Walmart? Well, the simple answer is publishing wide using Ingramspark. And in this video, I'm going to walk you step by step through the process of uploading your book on Ingramspark so that you can increase your options of making more money online when self-publishing your books just like these. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Latoya Nicole. And a few years back, God gave me a vision to publish a book, and that grew into a multi-six-figure coloring book business. So now I teach entrepreneurs just like you how to establish and expand your author brand through my program at Bookstores University. All right, so just a few quick church announcements. If you like this type of content, go ahead and like and subscribe so that I know to keep putting out more content like this. So this is my most recent book that I've published, and I've sold thousands of copies publishing books just like this. And one of the ways that I've been able to expand and get my books in bookstores and online retailers is by using Ingramspark to publish those books. So let's get started. So once you go to ingramspark.com, you're going to go ahead and create your account. And you can do that by just filling out the simple information where you are completing your first name, your last name, your email, and your password information. Then you can agree to the privacy policy and the terms of service. Then click on create your account, and then that will bring you to the back end of your account. Okay, so now we are on the default section, which is under title info. So we're going to start by putting in the title. The name of the coloring book is Married. As you can see, I only put the title here, not the subtitle. There will be a space below where you can enter the subtitle information. So I just put Married and then select your language. That's going to be English. Here, I put my ISBN number that I actually purchased from Bowker. So I own my ISBN number from Bowker. And if you own your ISBN number from Bowker and you're going to be publishing your book on KDP and Ingramspark, then you can use the same ISBN number as long as the book is in the same format. So both my coloring books are going to be in paperback format. So I'm using the same ISBN number that I purchased from Bowker. You can purchase your own here, or you can get your own ISBN number that's owned by Ingramspark, which means if you select this option, then you would not be able to use this same ISBN number on KDP. So you will have to get a whole separate one. So the free ISBN number is only to list the book on Ingramspark. If you want to list the book anywhere else, I recommend purchasing your own ISBN number. All right, so now under the publishing rights section, I own the copyright and hold necessary publishing rights. And now I'm just going to click this arrow where it says show more fields to improve book optimization. This is where you see the book subtitle information. So this is where I entered my subtitle, His and Hers Coloring Book, Celebrating a Black Love Journey and Self-Care. It's not a series. It doesn't have an edition number or anything, so I'm just going to leave that as is. Under authors and contributors, I'm the author, Latoya Nicole. If you want to list any information about yourself here, like your biography, then you can list that here. I'm just going to go to Amazon and click on one of my books. I'm just going to grab my bio, and then I'm going to paste that in here. My bio says Latoya Nicole is a believer, business coach, and creative entrepreneur, aiming to promote mental health in women of color and fill the diversity gap in the coloring book industry. Latoya founded Entrepreneurs Color 2. Latoya adult coloring books have been featured on platforms and media outlets including Black Enterprise, Madame Noir, Cosmopolitan, Oprah Daily, and more. Residing in North Carolina, Latoya holds a master's degree in counseling and loves alone time and peace. Emphasis on the peace. Through her program, Bookstores University, she also teaches entrepreneurs how to start and market their author business. Visit Latoya online at IamLatoyaNicole.com. All right, so we have that. And then under categories, your title, because I put in my ISBN number, this part was automatically selected for me as my imprint, because when you purchase your ISBN number through Bowker, you'll have to set up your publisher information. And so that's where that information comes in. Now under subjects, think of it like a bookstore. So this is where you're going to find specific categories that your book belongs in. In this example, I know that this is a coloring book. So I would start typing in coloring book here, and then I would hit enter. And then this is the category that it gives me for coloring books. So that is why I added that subject. The book is also about relationships, right? Because the title of the book is called Married. So I put in the search relationships. And then I scrolled down till I found the one that was most relevant to my type of book. So you would just find categories that are most relevant to your type of book and the theme of your book. And then for the audience, you can select that here. I'm selecting adults. And then this is where you're going to enter your description. I'm going to copy and paste this from KDP. Make this part bold. Finally, a couple's coloring book that celebrates the beauty of love and self-care while you can color across for one another and bond. Married, His and Hers Coloring Book by Latoya Nicole. I always like to include my title in the description. All right, and now this is where you're going to enter your keywords. If you watched my last video, I talked about how I do niche research, and when I'm doing niche research on Amazon, I pull keywords from that drop-down bar. So I'm just going to enter some of those keywords here, but I'll link that video if you want to see the process. But generally, you're just going to enter keywords that are related to your type of book. So for example, I might put Black Love Coloring Book for Adults. We'll just fill that keyword section up. Now for Ingramspark, it says enter at least 7 keywords or phrases separated by semicolons. So you separate it by semicolons. Include keywords in your book description to help with the discovery of your work. So include terms and phrases that potential buyers may be searching for. So if you ever have questions about any of the sections, you can just click on the question mark here. Now we're going to click on continue and we're going to go to the next section. Here you're going to select your trim size. I am selecting 8.5 by 11. That is the standard size of coloring books, and that is the size of all of my coloring books. And then black and white, 50-pound paper, paperback, perfect bound, gloss cover finish. I'm going to select no here. My page count is 100 pages. And then here's where you're going to put in your price information. My retail price for the book is going to be $10.99. Wholesale discount is, all right, so we'll do a 50% discount. Usually on my books, I do yes, destroy, but I actually had one incident. This was very rare because I've been selling books on Ingramspark for years and I've never run into this incident, but I had an incident where someone actually returned $800 worth of books that I was responsible for. So on this book, I'm going to check no. Now, the reason that most people don't like to check no is simply because a lot of bookstores may not want to purchase your book if they can't return it. So that's just something that you're going to have to think about. On all of my other books, I still allow returns, but for this book and for my books going forward, I most likely won't allow returns just because of that incident. So my compensation will be $2.02 for the book. And then once I entered in $8.99 here, everything else populated for me. So I'm going to go ahead and fill these in as well. All right, so then I just entered in no on the returns for the other ones, and then this information for the other ones. And then I understand that applying less than 55% can limit the likelihood that bookstores in some cases will purchase my title, but I haven't seen this affect me when I entered it, when I did it before, even though they give that disclaimer, so you just have to acknowledge that you understand. I understand that selecting no can also limit the likelihood that bookstores will purchase, and I accept all the prices above and understand the currency information. And then if you want to enable the look inside feature, you can click this box. I don't want to do large text edition, and I don't want to do right to left content because my book is left to right. You can go ahead and select your publication date, and then I go ahead and continue. Now we're at the upload section, and you'll upload your PDF interior file, and then you'll upload your PDF cover file that you have. Now we're almost done. We only have 2 sections left. This is telling me that the information that I submitted has no errors. This is great. This is what you want to see. It should not have any errors as long as it was approved on KDP. Then it should be the exact same information with no errors, right? So let's go ahead and continue. Now here you'll see your print information such as your title, the author name, and all the information that you entered as far as the trim size, paper color, the paperback, the laminate type, and the page count and your ISBN number. So you'll go ahead and select that you agree, and then you'll go ahead and hit submit so that you can complete the payment and go ahead and check out. And then it says, congratulations, your title submission was successful. So now they're going to review it, and then they'll send you a PDF copy to your email for you to review, and then you'll be able to approve it from there. Now, I also wanted to give a little disclaimer because although I published quite a few coloring books on Ingramspark, I've only ever received one rejection message, and it wasn't for this particular book. It was for my book prior to this book, which was also a coloring book. But what happened was they rejected the book because they were saying something about the content didn't match their guidelines. So what I did was I had to file what's called an appeal. So if that happens to you, you just go through the appeals process, and then hopefully then it will be approved like my book was, and it went through that process. So I did want to give you a heads up, just in case for some reason you do get that specific reject message. Just know that I also had to go through the appeal process for one of my books, and then it was eventually accepted for global distribution. Thank you so much again for liking and subscribing to my channel. And until next time, bye-bye.